Hello. So this video will likely be pretty quick, but I think it's something that's really important. It's something that's pretty important to me. Uh, it's about effective political communication. And so this is with other people, maybe who agree with you, who disagree with you, whatever. This isn't necessarily specifically about the legislature, but it is something that is very related to it that, again, I think is very important. So right now, the political climate is very divisive. It's very me versus you, I'm right, you're wrong, and those kind of attitudes. Now, these attitudes are very unproductive and harmful. They do not help. They make it harder for people to work together, to agree, to listen, to cooperate, and we need to be able to do those things in order to function and be successful. So it's very important to be able to disagree with somebody and still cooperate, still work together, still be friends with them, still be kind. And I think a good way to practice this and start working on being able to be okay with disagreeing and still being able to do these things is to talk about politics and issues. It is sometimes a kind of taboo topic, something that you don't ask about politics. You're not supposed to talk about politics, but I think it's really important that we start talking about politics. Start being able to see talk to people who disagree and see their viewpoints and share yours. And talk about these things, these politics, these issues in a way that is inclusive and understanding of everyone's viewpoints. In a way that you're talking to listen, not to dominate the conversation, not to push your views on somebody, but to listen and hear what other people's views are and to also help them understand your views, how you feel about things. We get a lot of our ways we feel about politics from a lot of different things, experiences, values, things like that. And if you're genuine with someone and not only are you listening to them, but you're explaining the reasons why you feel the way you do, and they are really genuine, that person will listen to you and hopefully understand and respect those things. And so I think you should always try to find common ground, try to find ways that you guys things that you have in common, things that you both agree with. But I think worst case, let's say you disagree on every single thing. I think worst case, you at least understand why they have the viewpoints that they do. You can say, well, I disagree with all of that, but I can see where you're coming from, and hopefully they can say the same thing. That okay, well, I don't agree, but I see where you're coming from, and you seem like a great person. And I think that opens the door to collaborating. That opens the door to you going, okay, well, I don't like this, but I know it's really important to them, and it would help them if we included this. And so now that you understand what they like, what they want, what they agree with, what they disagree with, you can compromise, you can work together, and that's just going to be so much more productive than disagreeing and just bashing heads together until you guys quit talking to each other. It's going to be a lot more effective and helpful and kind to communicate in a way that's productive and where you feel listened to and they feel listened to. And I think that this is just very important. Thank you if you watch this. I invite everybody to give this a try. And yeah, when you're talking about politics, don't try to inflame and make people upset. Try to listen, understand, be kind. And I think that will just make everyone better, make our country better. And that's what's important to me.